Good afternoon. I'm just doing another video here. Kind of continue what I was talking about yesterday. I found a new little trick here too. I can play this video. I can play his video while this one's going. But this guy disagrees. He saw my reply video. Didn't make any difference to him. Didn't put a dent in what he was saying. But wow, he sure can come out and attack other people's videos. I mean, this guy's pretty mean in his video. He's calling people all kinds of names and everything. But if you reply to him, oh my gosh, boo-hoo, river of tears, and you just hate me. You just hate me is all. Well, no, I mean, I proved what you had such a disagreement with Chris there about was he was telling the truth about it. So now my video, he did a reply to that. I mean, talk about whining and crying. But I think I'm going to continue along this line. This is just kind of a convenient vehicle to use to kind of go into this area. Because, if we can pursue this, and a lot of people can go in there and collapse these trusts that are set up to you for you by the Vatican, this is how they control everything. They control everything through this. These testamentary trusts, these express trusts, and it's all by the Vatican. They just sit there and they just claim control over everything. Let's roll this guy's video here real quick.
David's 111.
I can't read.
311.
I can't read. Got a mask over my.
I just received.
Oh.
I just received that message that you sent to me, that video response, mocking me.
Mocking.
When you are saying that basically you think I'm an idiot. And in fact, I have received death threats by the globalists.
The globalists have given him death threats. Oh, goodness.
It's a shame that you actually hate me.
I hate him. I just hate him.
I don't agree with this person.
This person?
Who?
Truth.
See?
That was.
Yeah, it might come out funny is because I received a throat injury, you moron.
Well, did you get kicked in the head by a mule too?
And just to let you know, just because I disagree with someone does not mean that you can mock someone.
I mocked him. Oh, you poor guy.
Like in your one video that you're saying, like, basically the globalists own everything, including our souls.
Yeah.
Nobody owns the soul.
They don't.
Person's soul.
They don't.
Because it is impossible.
It is impossible, he says. Let me prove you wrong again. I do love this subject. Behind the scenes, I've been researching this stuff a ton. I've been spending weekends just doing tons, of research on this stuff. Well, what's he talking about that's so impossible to happen? It goes back to 1302, Pope Boniface. He, how did these trusts start? These guys just went out and said, yeah, we're going to claim dominion over all the earth's property and all the people of the earth too. They're looking across these villages saying, these people are asleep. We're just going to write this down as law, roll it up in a scroll. We're going to cast a spell over it. And that's going to be the law of the land. We control most all the money and everything already. And basically, yep, we claim you. That's absolutely true. Let me name them first. The Express Trust. The first one that Pope Boniface put in is called Unum Sanctum. That is the one that controls all of the earth's property, except for a couple square miles, being the square mile of London. That's where the Knights Templar or the Temple Bar is, or the Bail. That's one piece of land in the world that does not have a deed to it. Washington, D.C. is the same way. Washington, D.C. is only a couple little 1.5 miles, 2 square miles but that sits as its own little sanctuary. And the other one, of course, is the Vatican. I mean, the Vatican controls all the religion, plus this other stuff I'm talking about right now. Controls people's sovereignty. So how did they get this idea, basically, to do this? Well, at the time, these knights were going off to battle the Crusades and all this stuff. They would leave their estates in trust with someone they trusted, usually. All right, they'd be gone for a year or 2 years. Now these knights would come back and say, hey, I'm here. I want my estate back. Who they left it to? Well, some of them got real used to living in all this land, and they had a nice castle. They had all kinds of nice stuff, and they just simply refused to give it back. The court said, you signed it over to him. The trustee, he doesn't want to give it back. There's nothing we can do to make him give it back. So, well, of course, the Vatican and the popes are sitting there going, this is a great idea. We can just claim dominion over everything. We'll claim it. We own it. We are the trustees for everything. 1302 was the Unum Sanctum. 1325, see, Testimentary Trust. Romanus Pontifex came in, Aeterni Regis, and 1531 was Convocation. Those are the three that are called the Cestui Que Vie trusts. And the whole world operates on this still today. The courts, somebody left me a comment on my video yesterday. I think it was Chop, left me a comment. And he said, yeah, it's all, the whole, all governments and everything just operate under this directly, under ecclesiastical law. And that's exactly, a court is an oratory. A court is a church. It's the same thing. Everybody in a court is acting as a member of a church. He's right. Somebody else left me a comment on my video yesterday. I think it was some girl saying, "Oh, you don't really think that the Catholic Church has so much power. The Vatican doesn't have so much power. I mean, they own everything in the world. They have trillions upon trillions in assets. They're basically their own country. I mean, the Vatican has its own military. They don't have a lot of power. I mean, come on." This video here, it's already 8 minutes. I want to leave some links. It's what, basically what we have to do is we got to collapse the trusts. These trusts that have been set up for us from a birth certificate collapse these trusts. And you can do that. I'll provide links to you. You can get rid of your birth certificate, which everybody says, oh, it's the birth certificate and it puts you in, slavery and all this stuff. Well, you can file paperwork. You can file UCC1s. You can get your birth certificate nullified. You can get a complete new number. And if people really want to get out of it, that's how to do it, And I'm going to be uploading a lot more videos. This one was kind of just thrown together. There's not a ton of information in it, but at least this guy might see it and say, well, maybe there's something to this that he's saying, and not just go around call everybody you're a devil worshiper. How stupid can you be? Really silly, but he's crying over it. But whatever. Yeah, these trusts. I mean, everybody on earth just works and slaves, and you send in your money, and they got you in court. It's just learning how to deal with courts is just fascinating enough as itself. And I'm going to upload a few more videos on that, how to deal with courts when you go in there, because they're taking you into court so that they can manipulate this trust you got. They're trying to get you to admit that you're this entity so that they can come in and take all your money from you. And it doesn't have to be that way if you just know how to get around it a little bit. Well, let me upload this. And I'm going to include you some links. I might do another video here in a little while. I'm not sure. Anyway, thanks for watching.